All right, well, I've heard from several people already today that the Dordle was apparently really, really interesting. People are saying, what is with today's Dordle? Like, I don't know. So, I guess we'll see. Sometimes people say, oh, this is really hard. I've never heard of these words. And then I'm like, that's kind of unusual. And other times I don't hear anything from people and I think, oh, that's a weird word. So it's personal preference. So we'll see. We'll see if I think it's unusual or not. But I think I'm going to start with the train and cough. I like that 2-word start. I think that worked pretty well for the Dordle. Okay, well, not so well today. So my first thought is to put the O and A together, something like this. We could do like a double consonant, OA, consonant. But don't know. I don't know if I like that as well as if it was OA here, which obviously it can't be. But well, something like float, right? But we don't have a T, otherwise that's not too bad. Okay. Something like that, maybe. Otherwise, probably something like this is what I'm thinking. Something like bacon, but can't be bacon. All right, and then on the right, my kind of similarly, my thought is to do the AU together, but it could be UA, it could be QUA, but what would that be? Quart? No. Quack? No, there's no C. So, I don't know. So S, L, and E are the letters that we haven't done yet. That would be good ones to do. Maybe we could do S, L, and E with like O and U, or A in another spot, and an O or U, like a couple of those A, O, and U, since we've got the yellows there. I mean, we could do like false, which would check the S, L, and E, and F, and a new spot for the A, but it'd be nice to do the O or the U as well, since we know there's an O in the one word and a U in the other. Especially getting the U second or fourth would be good. So allowed isn't too bad, actually. It's not checking the S and the E, but it does check the L. D's not bad. And it's new spots for all the yellows, which I kind of feel like is almost more important at this point. Maybe. Because checking new letters that may or may not be there, you know, I'm gonna go with allowed. Okay, well, ruled out more spots. So there is an L, O, and A here. Unless the O is first, it's got to be towards the end, and unless the A is second, it's got to be towards the end. But I don't think we're gonna have like OA or AO at the end. I mean, it's possible. So what if it was LA something? Oh, like I was gonna say labor, but there's no R. I mean, lasso is possible. Now I'm guessing I had guessed that I had checked for the S. Now I'm wishing I had checked the S. Well, I'm not gonna guess lasso yet. I'm definitely not gonna guess a double letter that I don't even know is in the word, but I am gonna keep lasso in mind as a possibility there. Okay, and over here, I mean, now I'm going back to UA. Could we have QUA? Quaff? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, but again, I'm not guessing a double letter that we don't even know is in the word. So, is there something we can do with an F and an S? That would be good, and maybe some new spots for the U and the O, and you know. Well, now I'm back to thinking false, actually. It does check a new spot for the L, although I was thinking at the beginning, but rules out another spot. It checks for that A second. The S, which would even be a green S at that point. The F over here. And chance of an E, you know, could be. In case it's not the words that I'm thinking of. Let's go with false. Oh, they both have Fs. Oh, no. Oh, I was gonna say aloof, but it can't be aloof because the A and the L and the O can't be there. Oh, this is gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful. Yes, awful. That's a food thing. It's with meats. It's kind of, I want to say, I don't know exactly. I want to say it's sort of like random meats. I don't know. No, it's not random. It's not random meats. It's the like the extra bits, I think, from an animal. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna put the definition on the screen there. But I think that's what it's gonna be. Let's go with that. Okay, it is awful. Oh, and there's 2 Fs. Which is what I was thinking. Quaff, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking quaff. I mean, the 2 Fs have to be at the end. And so we've got either UAFF or U something AF. Yeah, it's gotta be quaff. Yep, let's go with quaff. All right, there we go. So those are interesting words. Now, I imagine there's quite a few people who don't know either of those words probably, which is probably where some of the issue is coming from. Also, just the fact that they both have a double F and one has a Q is really interesting and makes it a little bit tricky. So, like I said, I put the definition of awful on the screen there. I wanna say it's kind of like the extra bits of meat, something like that. And quaff, this is not quaff like you quaff your hair. I'm not even sure if that's how that's pronounced, but I think that's how you pronounce that other one. That's spelled differently with a C and an O maybe? I can't remember now, but I think this is like a drink. The quaff is a drink, like an alcoholic drink. But again, I'll put the definition over there because I'm not entirely sure on both of them, but it's something close to that. So for sure, interesting words today, definitely. But yeah, I mean, you eliminate so many letters at first that you kind of end up with, what else can you guess, right? So anyways, let me know how you did with these and if you managed to solve them, if you've ever heard of either one of these words before. And of course, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Part of a water system that flows from right here at Lake Okeechobee in Central Florida out to the Gulf of Mexico. The name Okeechobee. Okay, so not Africa, but Northeast. Okay, so we're in the Middle East then probably. Because it is pretty warm. No, it's not because the A is at the end. It's gonna be extra. And oxide, we would have had the X from oxide.